Well, Sunil, my name is Digambar Chaudhary, and you are very well aware about my name because you have been earlier my student. So now in this class, we would just discuss few basic questions, right, on our daily routines and with the introduction round and all. So first, you go through your introduction round so that I can help you in rectifying your mistakes and you can work upon them. Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. My name is Sonu Kumar, and I work as a video
Yes.
editor. I have 15 years experience in video editing. If I talk about my past job, I have worked with many corporate companies like Terry, Studio, ABP News. So right now I'm editing videos like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. So if I talk about my hobbies is playing cricket and watching YouTube video like motivational information and reading book. That's it.
All right, Sunil, well done. Basically, there were slight mistakes over there once you had your introduction round. Like my hobbies, instead of using is, my hobbies is because you have if more than one or two hobbies, then you have to use my hobbies are. These are the basic things you have to remember while you are giving your introduction round because this is the first introduction round and first impression is the last impression. You remember that, right? While we give our introduction to anyone and the person who is a stranger to us or who is unknown to us, then obviously we have to build up our impression just by giving the good introduction. And basically the criteria is that like good introduction have only 2 minutes time. Within 2 minutes, how the kind of information you can give to that person so that it can be in an effective format.
But sir, problem is when I writing, so I know every grammar, but when I speak to someone front of like room, so I forget many grammars rules. So how can you improve this grammatical problem?
Yeah, this is one of the common things which happens with, you know, I would not say everyone yet, yes, but it happens with three people out of four. Because the moment we start facing the crowd or the moment we start speaking with a person who already knows English, so in that case sometimes we lose our confidence, right? And the moment we start losing our confidence, we start just forgetting the things, whatever the things are already there in our mind, and sometimes we miss those things. So this happens like, but again, it requires practice. Once you start doing practice and you start making these things in your practice, then obviously gradually these things would go out of uh, the mind or out of the scenario, right? And this is the right question, very valid question, and I appreciate you are asking this type of question to me because every person asks me this types of questions who is the beginner or who is just trying to learn a new language, whatever it is. Basically it is English, or when we talk about German, French, or Chinese, anything. The person who is learning new language, this kind of blankness at the time of speaking comes while we start facing the crowd, or when it comes to the public speaking, right? So this is a common problem. This is not only with you. This is sometimes with me as well, and this can be sometimes with the expert who is already an expert in English. Sometimes with that person as well, because he's facing the stranger, he's facing the new person. He's losing his inner confidence just because of the person who is listening to him. Uh, that has a great expertise in that subject. So at that time, he may think sometime like, okay, what if I say something wrong? So this types of phobia or this types of the fear always remain in our mind. So that's not a problem. It's a natural thing, dear. It would take certain time, to go away from your mind. All right, so Sunil, let's go ahead with this meeting and let me ask you certain questions which are basic in nature. Tell me, like you have more than 10 years of experience as a video editor, so in your organization, wherever you have worked, like starting from your any particular organization wherein you did your first job, then you may have changed your job and now you are in another organization. So were there any particular kind of job challenges which you faced in your entire career, and sometimes you thought like to quit that job or quit that kind of assignment, and you wanted to run away from that? Just tell me
Yeah.
those moments.
Yeah, very nice question, sir. If I talk about my past journey, when I was working in ABP News, so I realized my content is like political, sunny, and like negative content mostly I edited. So I realized
Okay.
I do not interest this work. So I decided one day I
Mm-hmm.
want to change my job. I had no job, but I went many websites like LinkedIn and my connections in media
Mm-hmm.
sector. So I talked to everyone and saying my problem. I want to change my job because of I do not interest this content like sensory and political. My
Hmm.
content is like I'm interesting like motivational, lifestyle, yoga,
Hmm.
meditation.
Hmm.
So why I interest this content because of I'm following last 3 years Sadhguru.
Okay.
I think you know Sadhguru is the founder of ISA Foundation.
It's a foundation.
So
Yes.
when now coming to my topic, talking about ABP News journey. So I
Mm-hmm.
realized I do not like this work, so I quit my job and joined after ABP TERI, the Energy and
Mm-hmm.
Resource Institute. When
Okay.
where I work like documentary, uh, environment, educational, and solar light.
Hmm.
Like this content because of the content is giving a hope for me and others person also. So I love this type content. But after complete 3 years in Terry, so my package is not increasing because of Terry's non-profit NGO.
Hmm.
So in this case, I want to increase my uh, salary package. So that's why I quit Terry into 2015 and joined Scubu. As far as my knowledge is concerned, if you like
Hmm.
whatever you like, so go ahead
Hmm.
your hobbies. So this
Mm-hmm.
is for good thing whenever you work your like hobby. So you are
Mm-hmm.
become a good successful person in your life.
Correct.
And so it's the opposite side. You do not like your content like political, and you are doing many types of this work. So after many years or month, you feel stressed and uncomfortable in your life because of you do not enjoy your content.
Correct.
So the good thing is after school, so I work mostly lifestyle videos, health, fitness, and so this is the good achievement for me because of I was thinking when I was working in ABP News, I want to work
Mm-hmm.
like lifestyle videos. So right now I'm edited lots of lifestyle videos and my life is going on very well. So I'm enjoying a
Hmm.
lot. That's it.
All right. That is really great. Great to hear it from you, Sunil. Like you have started working 10 years ago, and now as well you are working and you have changed many organizations just because of, uh, whatever the kind of you were interested in, and finally you got them, right? After changing 2 to 3 organizations. As you very well mentioned, like in political content, you were not interested enough, and the kind of content which was not, somewhere fitting in your mind, or somewhere you were not interested in, somewhere you are not taking interest, to edit that particular content. So that's really the kind of I appreciate this thing in you, because you went after the passion, whatever passion you have, and you try to identify that particular kind of fashionable work in your career after changing 2 to 3 organizations. So these were the basically what I say, the different challenges you might have faced in your career, and you might have learned from those challenges. Like you have learned so many things from ABP News, you learned so many things from your next organization which you switched. Then finally you got something which interests you, right, in your another organization. Finally you joined, and that's very well. Like you love this types of contents like meditation or yoga or something like that, related to fitness, related to lifestyle, right? And this is the content which is evergreen content, basically, which does not have any kind of timeline or something like that. That's really interesting. And now my next question goes to you, Sunil. Related to these work challenges, obviously, you have been a video editor, and you may face different kind of problems like technical issues, or sometimes language barriers as well, because you edit many videos wherein language barriers are there sometimes. So did you face certain kind of problems wherein you face the language barriers?
Yeah, sir, very good question. So same,
Mhm,
if I go to my past journey, so when I was reading in school time, my education completed in Hindi medium. So
mhm,
that's why I'm right now facing many problems in English language.
okay,
Oh,
mhm,
the fluency and vocabulary, grammar, so many mistakes when I speak English someone. So the good thing
mhm,
is right now I speak front of you because of
mhm,
you teach me, and I also hard working on YouTube and watching many videos. If I talk about 5 years back, so I did
okay,
not speak any word in English, but right now I
mhm,
speak front of you. This is the
yes,
good achievement for me. Sometimes I free, so I go to YouTube and watching Sadhguru's video in English, and like
mhm,
sometimes I also watching English news channels. If I talk about video editing, so I'm fantastic in editing because of I have 10 years experience. When I
mhm.
sit on the computer, so I perfectly editing everything and successfully done. So sometimes I feel because of right now everyone is know English is the backbone of your life. You speak very
Mm.
well, so you achieve and you become a good successful person.
All right. Sunil, as the way you interacted with me, the way you are communicating, and you have this healthy conversation with me, and now I realize you are making very less mistakes. Right? Mistakes are there, but you are making very less mistakes, and fluency is there. Earlier, I remember very well 3 years back when I used to come to provide the classes to you at your home, right?
Yeah,
And you were quite hesitant enough.
right.
You have that kind of phobia, you could not even utter a single word in English.
Right.
But now, as the way you are communicating with me, the way you have this conversation, then obviously I can say I can give you 8 marks out of 10, the way you are doing your hard work. you know so
Thank
this
you.
is great, and keep it up, obviously, and start growing your vocabulary. The moment you start working on your vocabulary, start learning new words and how to use them in simple and sentences in different situations. At least one word you should try to use in 7 to 8 sentences in different situations, so that you can have command on that word forever in your mind. Because one sentence you can forget, second sentence you can forget, but there are some more sentences which you cannot forget in your entire life, I believe so. So this is the way only, because one thing which you have to take care of, or which you have to think about of, that is practice. Practice makes a man perfect, and this is one thing. And don't delay your work. Obviously, if you have make up your mind, then obviously then start working on the things now, because things are something you must have heard this saying, one of these days is none of these days, but today is the first day of my life. The moment you wake up from your dreams, so the moment you wake up from your sleepy, then obviously that is your first day, or starting to achieve your goals, or to start off your journey wherever you want to go. And obviously you have many dreams, I know, because the leadership skills are there in your mind. Obviously you
Yeah,
have that skill set, but for bringing that leadership skills out from your mind, that requires language. So you must have good command over the language as well. That would help you a lot. uh, I believe, not only believe, but I know that once you edit videos, you receive those data in different languages, like sometimes in English, sometimes in Hindi, these languages. And sometimes those words or those English sentences becomes hurdle for you. Sometimes like it may be sometimes like while you are searching the words in dictionary or asking about those words, like what he or she just said in that video before editing, because that has editing has connection with sound, right? And you understand it very well because this is your field of expertise. Because the moment you start the kind of connection or having building up the relationship in between sounds and visuals, then that is the quality of editing, I believe, right? And this is what you do it very well. And well done, Sunil. So I believe so that's enough for the day.
Okay,
And
sir.
we would come up with another topic in our next class. And till then, bye bye, take care.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.